You know, sometimes we want to judge somebody's story, and we really can't. Hey, you guys, good morning. Welcome to Burgundy Blue Commentary. We talk about what we want to talk about when we're ready to talk about it. Today, I had to wait a day, but I want to talk about the Kessler twins. And I want to talk about them because this is the thing. Check on your strong friends. And I know how I have a few. And I forget to check on them. Check on your laughing friends. Check on your friends that put on a face and everything's okay. I am so guilty of that. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Just so you know, put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Just because the freaking StreamYard has changed stuff on me and I'm sitting over here like, I don't know what I'm doing. But we're over here talking about what we want to talk about when we're ready to talk about it. And I want to talk about the Kessler twins. Now, I'm going to start with TMZ. But we're going to get a little bit in depth because these girls, I was mad when I saw it. Let me tell you what I said. I said, these heifers, no, they didn't. They died on the same day. And I didn't know why they died on the same day, but it was because of an unaliving. They did it, you know, in Germany. Remember Dr. Kevorkian? Wasn't he over here somewhere at one point? And he let people go ahead and end their situations when they're ready to. So, you guys, this video, sorry, it's a little dark. So if you're starting your morning, I get it. You don't have to be in here. I wanted to cover this story because I thought it was important because in real time, doing what I'm doing on commentary, I get different emails. People vent to me and tell me their life stories. I vented to you, told me my life story. And it was a time I didn't think I would be like here. I'd be like, I just can't survive this. Let me know. You know, you don't have to publicly, but like privately. You don't have to do this publicly, but privately, put your hand in the air and be like, man, I remember I never thought I would survive this, and look at me surviving. And it's just, you know, losing loved ones. A lot of people leave here because of money, because of broken relationships, stuff that we let in our lives, and we just feel like we can't go on. That's what I'm speaking of. Um, hey Charlotte. Hey, how you doing, Charlotte? Good to see you. Hey, Choose. Yeah. Oh my goodness. So Choose was saying, I'm trying to remember them. They were over in Germany. The only time they came over here was, you know, if they wanted to basically exploit them because they was twins. And I think they were the double mint twins at one time. And I just want to talk about this. This is very interesting. So make sure you like the video. Let's start with the TMZ article. Okay. So I'm gonna put a couple of pictures of them. So the thing about this, guys, they were 89 when they died. They just died the other day, but they were 89 years old when they died. You have to know they were out here in the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, being these beautiful twins that were over there in Germany. Okay, so let's talk about it right quick. And I love this. Like, check on. They were just so big. They were famous for being twins, and I'm not taking away their talent, but they were beautiful twins. Don't they look like two Jane Fonda twins, right? So let's start with this. It says Alice and Ellen Kessler, German twin entertainers who performed together and rose to fame in the 1950s and the 1960s, have reportedly died after choosing to end their lives together. I don't know the twin bond. This is very interesting, that this was something that they decided to do. Now, full transparency, I know two different sets of twins that one left, and I will say both of them never been the same. They weren't identical though. Both the ones I know, they weren't identical. They're fraternal, but still they're twins. According to the German news outlet Bild, the former dynamic duo died at their home near Mun. Y'all forgive me, you know I have a speech impediment. Munich, Germany, by assisted suicide. The publication reports that the Kesslers no longer wanted to live, y'all. 89. They decided they didn't want to live anymore. This is crazy work. So they decided they didn't want to live. And they chosen to end their lives together. Authorities were reportedly alerted after they died. In Germany, okay, that we're talking about in Germany, not here. Okay, this is what happens in Germany. Assisted dying is allowed in certain circumstances. Following a 2020 ruling by the country's highest court, which found people have the right to end their own lives and receive third party assistance. Okay. Wow. So they were able to get like a doctor. And you know, I always say Dr. Kevorkian, but he wasn't only doctor. But they were able to get approval. As long as their decision is being made freely and without outside pressure. Last year, the Kessler twins told Bill they wanted their ashes placed in the same urn and be buried alongside their mother and their dog. The sisters became famous for their singing and dancing, and throughout their illustrious career, they shared the stage with Frank Sinatra, Fred Astaire, and Dean Martin. Dubbed the nation's legs. Okay, let's see these legs, y'all. Let's see what they were talking about. The nation's legs. Okay, that's what they called them. They were fixtures on Italian TV shows and even appeared on American staples like the Ed Sullivan Show and the Dean Martin Show. Ellen and Alice were 89. Alice was the oldest. check on your check on your strong friends. Check on your strong friends. That's all I'm gonna say. They made this decision together at 89. This is my assumption. Most of their family was gone. You know, I used to remember my grandma, my great grandma, not my grandma, but my great grandma, she lived to be 100 and something. She was like, man, you know, like everybody I know is not here anymore. If you have someone like that in your life, check on them too. If you're a descendant of older people, don't just say, oh, this an old lady sitting in her house, this an old man sitting in his house. Go and chill with them. Go and spend time with them. I just felt like maybe they did not have to leave here if they would have had, not to say they didn't have support, not to say they didn't want to leave together, but just more support, that they knew that they had a backing. It felt like they only had each other. Your grandma is 93 and live with you? And isn't that crazy? Choose. Look at you. Can I say this? You can hate me forever and block me. But I feel like you might be giving her more life just by, I know this is wrong to say, so block me, never talk to me again. The energy, being able to have something to do, being able to get up and say, I'm a boss y'all around. You know, even though she's 93, she probably like, I'm about, y'all get up here and clean this kitchen, even though the kitchen clean, you know, just giving them something to do, giving them a purpose. Sometimes empty nest is a great thing, but if you don't have anything and you're so used to doing so much, it's kind of different. And then if you got your generation, the next generation, and generation after that, really sitting there with her, that might really be keeping her alive. We all need that to grow. Does that make sense? Hey, Charlotte. Um, I'm just saying, yeah, I feel like that keeps them alive. I've worked in nursing homes, in a different capacity. I've seen when people don't come to visit, how people deteriorate. Uh, it's love on your people. If you got an old uncle, you know all he do is sit there. I'm just being real. I'm from Chicago, so forgive me. You got an old uncle, you know he just sitting in the house drinking all day. He don't do nothing. Go sit with him. That energy, that physical, go give somebody a hug. Sometimes just a hug could last months. And when I saw this, I just thought I wanted to cover this, because even though I didn't know who they were, and I'm going to play a tribute at the end, if we get cut off, you know, they want their money. But I the fact that they said, we're going to just leave here together, because in my head, this is what I'm thinking, we're all each other have. I know plenty of twins that are fulfilled in their own lives, but I also know twins that didn't really make it when the other twin left. And the same with people who lost their mother. People that, and not to say it's the same, but just to say, if you saw someone lost their mother and their father, someone that lost their kids, they that's a whole piece of who they were taken away. Check on your strong friends. If you just in the middle of the day thinking about going to get you some coffee, thinking about going to the grocery store, give them a phone call and just say, hey, just call and tell you I love you. A lot of things can go a long way. You got an old grandma. Hey, grandma, show me how to make that cornbread you used to make. You know, grandma can't make that cornbread no more, but she feel like she doing something just showing you. You got an old grandfather. Show me how to put that alternator in. Show me how to mow the lawn. Give them something to do. That was what I took from the story. Not saying that's what their story was. This is all we have, that they just decided to end their situation. But our job here on Burgundy Blue Commentary, we talk about what other people won't talk about. And I wanted to talk about that. Like, man, they just decided to go like that. So maybe if the story develops, I'll come back. And I appreciate y'all. Chu says, I have to tell my family all the time, come check on grandma. And see, that shouldn't be. Just come by. Holding a hand. I know older people that are like 95 years old. They look so good just because they're around people that give them that good energy. That's all I want to say. I hope I'm making sense. I might seem like a lot of people. They're like, oh, my grandma, okay, she in a nursing home. It's nothing like that love. And shout out to the people that do care for our elders and stuff like that, because you never know if you'll ever be in that position. You know what I mean? But support, love, physical touch. We're like plants. We're like, hold on, I got chews in the chat. We're like living things. We're like vegetables, right? We need water, sunlight, love, encouragement. That's all I want to say. I have a friend from work who lost her twin back in 2013. She was a wreck, and I still check in on her. Oh, you a blessing. You a blessing. All right, let's end it with the twins. First of all, hold on before I end it with y'all. Hold on, boo. Baby. First of all, give it what you got. The feathered bob, the legs, the one girl. Look what the kids do. Clock it. Okay, let's see if we can find one little video of them. And I wonder what their last words were to each other. I heard, but I don't think. Oh, hold on. I don't think they will make it public. But when they made this decision, what did they say to each other? Like, we're ready to go. We're not ready to go. I don't know. Oh shoot! I can't even share the screen. Click the screen icon. I don't know. I don't think I have a. I don't think I think I messed up, y'all. I think I messed up. Because I don't know what they're talking about. Check the screen icon. I messed up. StreamYard has changed some things on me. I haven't gotten it yet. But okay, I'll end it here. Baby, check the legs, check the body. They've been doing this for decades. Okay, they've been doing this forever. So just want to pray for them and their family. And they just basically didn't want to be here without each other. And I'm not a twin, so I can't relate, but I can relate to someone leaving, and I didn't want to be here when they left. So prayers to everyone that lost someone in their life. And let this be a reminder. If you haven't talked to someone in a long time, and you just like, oh, they okay. My cousin got it. My cousin taking care of my grandma. My auntie taking care of my grandpa. No, give them a break. Go on over. Give them a break. Give them some love. Give them some energy. And give your loved one that's maybe older a little love and energy too. I hope I'm making sense. This is my morning thing. I just want to say, shout out to the Kessler twins. Thank you for serving the looks, baby. Because if y'all Google them, they had the looks, honey. They had it going on. I had fashion for days. Even like in their 80s, they were looking, okay? So shout out to them. And I'll be back with my next commentary video. Love you guys. Bye. And again, I'm going to say this one more time. Check on your people. Like right now, if you're not doing nothing but mixing pancake mix for breakfast, take 5 minutes to say, how grandpa doing? But you know what? Since you're taking care of grandpa, how are you doing? Love you guys. Bye.
Commentary blue. Commentary burgundy. Commentary commentary blue. Commentary burgundy blue. Commentary blue. Commentary